Welcome to Sage Circle. I'm Amythyst. Today we're doing a pick a card or pick a pile about how they see you, how they think you are, or what is their impression of you. So we've got 3 piles to choose from, and let's go. First pile, the magenta. I love the names of colours, nail polish colours. This colour is called Poison Berry. Second pile. This one doesn't have a name, a colour, oh no, it is, it's Blueberry. And this one, I love this colour. It is called My Kryptonite. So, when you're ready, pick a pile. I've pre-shuffled these cards here, and I also have my own Whimsical Bitch Oracle aside to pull some at the end, and also some other messages from Grandmother Moon, just to see what gets said from there. So, let's begin. First pile, I'll just move these out of the way. It's a bit easier when it's 3 piles. Okay, so let's do this. First pile, magenta. I'll set it at the edge there. Now, I'll be showing this card here after I've done the pre-shuffled cards. Now, this could be not just about a romantic person and how they see you. It could just be a general question across the board from anybody in your life. Or it could be about colleagues or friends or family, or definitely a lover or a potential lover or an ex. Whoever that person is to you that's come up in your mind, or whoever they are, this is it. This is the messages. So how does your person or your people perceive you? What is their impressions? First card, it says cooperation. Angel wisdom suggests that you use your skills and talents for the common good. Eliminate power struggles, conflict, and competition, which comes from an ego desire to win. Cooperation for the highest good promotes harmony and togetherness and draws the best from everyone. Make it your aim that everyone has a sense of satisfaction from work done. Then you become a spreader of goodwill and harmony. Your angel guidance is to bring people together and explore how you can mutually assist each other. Your attitude of sharing will ensure that you benefit in your turn, for the angels will bless your endeavors. The affirmation is, I cooperate with everyone. Wow. What a fantastic card to open this reading with. Straight off the bat, Spirit is saying that these people think that you cooperate, that you are obviously a part of a team. And even if you don't work in a team, and this has nothing to do with work, you might be quite introvert, or you might be sort of a solo person in your life. It doesn't matter. When it comes down to the crunch, when it comes down to the important factors in life, you're quite cooperative. And you like to know that everybody understands that without everybody's input, the result is a lot harder to achieve. So these people look at you like a person that is a team player, that has your highest intention for everybody involved in a scenario, and that everyone's equal. And you don't come from a place of ego. You really understand that people in your life are at different phases in their life on their spiritual and emotional growth, and that doesn't hinder your outlook on them as people. Wow. Thank you. Next card. The tree. Okay, so the person or people that you're inquiring about, they look at you like somebody that is very strong, very grounded, might have some old school ways of thinking or traditional outlooks in life, that you're very knowledgeable when it comes to just life and how the world ticks over. It doesn't matter your age. This person classes you as somebody that has a really quiet strength about them, even if you don't come across as macho in any sense of the word, regardless of your gender or regardless of you being a masculine or a feminine in your life. They class you as somebody that is grounded. Now, there's water around here, so you might come from a place of emotion. The way you think in life might come from an emotional position, and there's also a reflection of this tree in the water, which means that you reflect. You have had a lot of introspection, and you reflect on yourself. You don't look at other people's scenarios and then base your own goals or aspirations off that. You come from your own reflection. You can see your growth. You can see when your leaves are shedding. You can see when you need to be watered, etc. And they really love that about you. It's very strong grounding, very earthy, lots of nature. The bouquet. Okay, so straight away they class you as somebody that's different from others. There's all these roses here. There's a whole bunch of roses here, but there's only one ribbon keeping it together. And that is how your person or your people look at you. They think of you as somebody that is worth the roses to be picked. They think of you that as somebody that likes to keep people together in a situation, again, as the other card had said about cooperation. So you are basically, you could be a thread that keeps your family together. You could be the link between a polyamorous situation. You could be somebody that helps your siblings, or your partner might have lots of siblings or nieces and nephews, and you just really get in there and make sure that everybody is pulled together. This is also a card of love and romance. So whether this card is about romance that you've picked for you and your thoughts or not, it doesn't matter. They just see you as a very loving person, that you like to see the world full of love. Next card. Yeah, the fates. Okay, so you might be quite psychic or intuitive. You could be a reader, you could be a psychic or a medium, as I am. It could be hereditary, it might not be. It might be a learned skill that you've had to learn over periods of time. It doesn't really matter. What they see is that you're quite intuitive and you're on the mark and you have a link to spirit. See, this woman's holding onto the fairy lights and it's going up into the sky. It's like it's a fated situation. They can rely on you, they can trust you. It's already predetermined that you're reliable and they can lean on you for good gut feelings and intuition. They like to know, they'd like you to know, that they understand that you are a little bit different to everybody else in their world, that you stand out from the rest, and it's fated. Now, this could be about romance to you. The 17th could mean something to you, but at the same time, if the number, for example, doesn't mean anything to you, disregard it. Just take out of these messages what resonates or what holds true to you and just disregard the rest. But yeah, this people feels like, you know, you guys have been together before in lives. And again, this could be about a sibling or a school friend or a work colleague, and you just feel like you click, and they feel the same. But they definitely think that you have like some sort of worldly knowledge. Okay, your spirit animal, your totem animal in relation to this pile at this point of your path is moth. And I've made these cards up myself, and it says moth is about divine light, attraction, sexual chemistry, hiding emotions, and faith. Now, the thing is with the moth is that I love moth. I have a big death moth tattooed on my leg with a candle for its body, an upside down candle with a flame. And the thing is, for me, I'm real close to spirit. So again, you could be a light worker, you could work in the holistic therapies industry, you could be a medium, you could be a masseuse, you could be a Reiki practitioner, you could do angel healing therapy. To me, the thing is with moth is that it's constantly chasing the light. It is constantly getting as close as it can to spirit. It's all about being in the light of the light and being pure, coming from that pure sense of spirit source, of universal energy. So that could mean something really important to you. Again, it's attraction. There's attraction on here. So you could be attractive, or they might feel like you do very well with the law of attraction, that you attract really good things into your life, or that you help others attract or hit their goals or get to where they need. Again, there's a lot of classing other people as a member of a team in this pile. And this says this sexual chemistry. So whether this is a platonic relationship or not, they find you, the energy, because energy doesn't lie, the energy that they have of you or for you is one of a sexual chemistry. So they might think that you ooze sexuality and you don't even realize it. You could literally be in a hoodie, you know, and a pair of tights, and then you've just got this sex appeal about you. Your hair's up in a messy bun, and they're just saying, oh my God, does she not know, or does he not know if you're a man? Hoodie and tracksuit pants, do they not know that they exude sexual chemistry? So, and it's about hiding emotions and faith. So what they're saying is that you're very tight-lipped about how you feel when it comes to your deep-seated emotions, and they've noticed that about you. What Spirit is saying is that you could know a person for a very long time, and they will know everything about your life. They will know all sorts of wonderful things about your rainbow journey, you know, your whole life. But at the end of the day, they won't necessarily know the depth of your emotions or how you really feel on an emotional level about something coming from the divine light. You know, you might just say, oh, you know, I've had a death in the family and I feel really sad about that. It's just kind of, you know, but they don't understand because you don't explain it in a way. You're very hidden with your emotions. You keep those things close to your heart. So, and then faith, they find you that you come from faith. Maybe you've been through a lot in your life, as we all have, I suppose. Maybe that they feel that even when times have been hard, that you always seem to get up and get people rallied together and just, you know, come from a space of faith, come from the divine light. Or maybe you're a faithful lover. If it is about a partnership, maybe you are a faithful lover, maybe, or they have faith in you, or maybe they know that you have faith in them, and that's how they see you. Whew. Okay, quick piles today. My whimsical bitch oracle says dynasty bloodline. Okay, so dynasty and bloodline, believe it or not, are pretty much mean the exact same thing, and that's why I put it on this card. It's a double meaning. It's a dual message. It's how you perceive it. Bloodline, you might think, oh yeah, hereditary. Dynasty, you might think, oh yeah, royalty or kings or queens or, you know, empires or what have you. It's exactly the same thing. Dynasty and bloodline pretty much mean the same thing, and they class you or as a person that is true to yourself, regardless of you having family in your life or not. They class you as somebody that's quite regal in your life or in your outlook at life, that even though you resonate at a higher vibration than most, that they know that it's bloodline. You're coming from yourself. You are your own keeper, that you look after yourself, and that you come from a space of keeping everyone together. Again, there is definitely the Fates card, so there might be a link. You might have had past lives with this people. The thing is about my whimsical bitch oracle is every single time you use this deck, the meanings of the cards are different for every single time you use them. So I could do a reading this afternoon, for example, and this card comes out and it'll have a completely different meaning than what it does right now. And that's what I love about this deck. It took me a little while to make. I channeled all of this, and I am quite sassy, and obviously some of my guides have a sense of humor because of swearing and a bit of cheek in these cards, but that's okay. But yeah, so basically, you know, take it for what it means to you. Dynasty bloodline. Klingons, get gone. Yeah. So they don't, the person that you're inquiring about how they perceive you, or the group of people, they can see that even though you're open to everybody and you like to class everybody as a member of a team, or you like to work together with people, you like to make good use of the immediate environment or surroundings that you're in, because there's no point in not utilizing that for yourself. It's about productivity. But this person or these people are aware that you don't, the moment you can smell a rat, you're like, I'm gone. Klingons, get gone. If people start using it for your money, your name, your status, your car, your food, your fucking swimming pool at your house, whatever you've got going on in your life, Klingons, get gone. You will pull that up. You will cut that shit off in a heartbeat. Klingons, get gone. I don't need an energy vampire in my life, and that's how they see you. You don't need an energy vampire. You will let people use your energy or feed off your energy because you want them to, because you're allowing them to. They're not, you know, energy vampires aren't welcome. You're not up for it. Okay, so it says here, the self-healing powers I possess are miraculous. Wow. She's got all this funky stuff over her, on her clothing, like there's like an elixir bottle, there's some herbs, love, another jar, could be a spell jar, I don't even know what this one is. It's the sun on there, a wave. Oh, they're pictures, a bathtub, and her, she's sleeping, she's peaceful. The self-healing powers I possess are miraculous. Yeah. So this person thinks that you have healed yourself, that you've been through a lot in your life, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. It doesn't matter, regardless, even financially, regardless of what your situation is or has been in your life, this person or these people look at you as one that has genuine, miraculous self-healing powers. You know how to self-soothe, you know how to look after yourself, and even though you're one for the people, you're what's the saying? The need of the many outweigh the need of the few. So again, this is all about you being in cooperation and being helpful to other people and pulling the people together as a team. But at the end of the day, you don't need those people in your life to actually help you get through your emotional barriers or what you've been through. The self-healing powers I possess are miraculous. Wow. Strong, strong, strong. So this card here is, this is what they think you think of yourself, this card. I am proud of myself. Yeah, there's a lot of self-love. Again, the self-healing powers I possess are miraculous. There is a lot of self-love oozing out of you, whether you're aware of it or not. Again, energy doesn't lie. And again, the moth, it's about coming from the divine. It's about being faithful to yourself. It's about self-healing. They really look at you as somebody that is proud of your achievements. You mightn't be running around like a mad hatter, you know, flicking dollar bills at everyone going, look at me, look at me. It's more so they know you're proud of yourself and they're proud of you too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 thumbs up. Make it 7. You've got a lot of thumbs up here. These are your thumbs up to yourself, but at the same time, they're proud of you because they know you're proud of yourself and they can see how far you have come. They think you're a really good person. And you know what? So do I. Let me just pull a couple more out of here. Thank you. What have we got here? Whimsical bitch oracle. Like I said, every time you pull a card from here, you might pull the same card 5 times in a row for different things, and it has a different meaning. One. Oops. Okay, that'll do, guys. First card says sovereign energy. Again, it's sovereign means queen or royal. You have this energy. You exude the energy of being a cut above the rest. You mightn't be a fancy pants about it. Again, you mightn't be over the top or fueled from ego, or your energy isn't based from ego, but you have this real queen-like royalness about you. You're a queen in your own right. You've earned your crown, and you have every right to be in that energy. Now, again, it doesn't mean that you have your hair done and you wear mini skirts, or you've got tattoos, or you live a certain lifestyle that suggests, you know, you've had a come up, or you've earned your dues. It's still the same thing. I actually think the people in this particular card are quite opposite with that. They're a bit more low-key with how they look and how they live and dress in their lives and things, but nonetheless, the energy is the same. And even if you are somebody that likes to get your nails done and gets your Botox and has fake boobies and stuff, good for you. It's the same thing. You've earned that. You've earned your crown, your sovereign energy. Green jelly envy. Yeah, basically, you know, you've had some envious people in your life. You've had some people that haven't been too happy about your growth, and the people or person that you're inquiring about could originally or has been now one of those people, or they can just see it around you. They can see everybody look at you when you walk into a space, for example. There's a lot of jealous people. Green jelly envy, you know. A lot of cards here, shit. Homey Round Home just come out a couple of days ago. So this Homey Round Home, again, every time I pull one of these cards, I have a different meaning for every single time. Homey Round Home, whoever you're asking about how they think of you, they're a very loyal person to you. They're homey round home. They're one of your homies that you can kick back with, regardless of whether it's in a workspace, in a home space. There's loyalty there. They're your homey round home. You can rely on this person or these people. Karate slap. Yeah, that's exactly right. Fuck everybody else. You're not going to cop shit from people. You're not going to sit back and let people boss you around or pick and pull at you because of how far you've come. You're a really good person. You really always put other people first. But karate slap. If you've had enough, it's on. Oops, that one doesn't need to be in there. One of a grind. You are one of a grind. Your hustle and your grind is one of a kind. Whatever you've done in your life to get to where you need to be, this is the card here that says it. One of a grind. Nobody can pull together your life the way that you have. Nobody. That's not to say that you don't need people in your life. Sub account. This come out last week as well. That's weird. Okay, so sub account. So this right here, right now, shows me that you know how to save, you know how to have money, you know how to have aspirations. You've got goals and ideas, and you put it all in the bank, your mental or emotional bank, even an actual bank. You might have money stashed in the house, or you might have it in an account somewhere. But this is about your goals. This is about the grind and your hustle and everything you've been through to get you where you are. You're really, really loved. Whoever you're inquiring about, or the people that you're inquiring about, and even listen, if it's a negative person, if this is about negativity, this isn't a pile for you. So 2 more, please. Thanks, guys. So this is my Grandmother Moon deck, and it says your overall messages says head. So you think with your head. Ancestors, you have a deep link to spirit, the divine light. You have faith. Your ancestors are with you. And bone. Yeah, so bone, there's multiple meanings for this. It could mean shamanism. It means somebody pointing the bone at you. It could mean somebody doesn't, again, I said it before, somebody hasn't been happy about your growth and how you've come through something. They were kind of really expecting you to just hit the ground and not be able to get up. Maybe somebody's pointing the bone. Maybe somebody's trying to do magic on you. Maybe this could just be a meaning of bone as in its strength. You could smack a bone on the table and it's not going to break. So either way, these people really, really love you and really think highly of you. They think that you have earned everything that you've gotten in your life and you've worked hard for it. Okay, second pile. Blueberry. This card, I'll be reading after I read these pre-shuffle cards. Okay, so straight off the bat, let's go. Gratitude. It says, your guidance is to count your blessings. When you say thank you to the universe for its gifts, it responds generously to you. Angel wisdom reminds you to say thank you for all that you have, the intangible as well as the tangible. Whenever you say thank you from your heart, more is bestowed on you. For gratitude is the key to opening the doors to universal abundance. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude and open yourself to receive love and plenty into your life. Your angels will smile on you. The affirmation, I am grateful for everything in my life. Wow. Okay, so straight away, these people know that you come from a space of gratitude. Maybe you do a lot of law of attraction stuff. Maybe you do a lot of manifestation stuff. Maybe they can see that the time and energy you've put into doing these things is paying off for you. Again, I am grateful for everything in my life, even the bad stuff, even when shit's been down, even when shit's been low. Whoever you're inquiring about or the people you're inquiring about and how they see you and their impression of you, they know that you're a grateful person. They know that everything you've been through, good and bad, you've realized and learned that there are lessons involved with that, and you still need to say thank you for the bad lessons or the hard life lessons as well. And they can really see that your gratitude, you come from a space of gratitude. The stalk. Okay, so stalk. Okay, so stalk is about pregnancy or growth or rebirth or new beginnings. And basically they can see, maybe it's to do with this. Maybe you're asking about a specific situation with a specific person. But Spirit is saying that the people or person you're inquiring about really look at you like somebody that was always in your pregnancy, always in your birth mindset, or always in the growth phases where you always have your fingers in pies. And what that saying means is that you've got a lot of things going on at once. Maybe you're an entrepreneur. Maybe your business is just about to kick off. Maybe you've just finished study and you have a really good outlook. Maybe there's a creative element to this particular pile and there's growth, and they can see you as that growth. Maybe it does mean real life pregnancy. Maybe they think of you as maternal, regardless of your gender. The clouds. Yeah. Okay. So basically what Spirit is saying is that there's a bit of light. Spirit's with you. But what this card for this particular reading is saying is that you have come through some cloud. You have come through some dark night of the soul, or you have had a couple of tower moments this year or whenever, surrounding your situation. And I do think that it mightn't necessarily be because of you. It mightn't be necessarily your own doing of what you've been through, but at the same time, you're now sifting through that and you're coming from a place of gratefulness. You've learned some really important lessons here, and they can see that you've come through the storm. They can see that the light is now shining. It says to be fair. Okay. Just give me a minute, guys. There's scales here on this card. She's balancing, and there's an owl on her head. Owl is knowledge and messages and spirit. And okay, so basically and there's clouds in the back of this one too, and now the sun's shining through again behind her. So what Spirit is saying is that you know that everybody, hear that bird next to me? That's angels. Hi, angels. What Spirit is saying is that these people are aware or look at you or perceive you as a person that knows that everybody has a different layer of what they're going through in their life. They understand that you can only approach people in a mindset where they are able to receive. And that is so, like, this is all about gratitude. Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing pile. So basically what Spirit is saying is that these people know that even if somebody's a bit down on their luck, or they've had a hard time with their health, or their emotions aren't up to speed, or they have been diagnosed with a mental illness or what have you, the people in your life or the people that you as a person that gets through your life, you're a fair person. You understand that people have shit that they go through, and sometimes it just knocks everybody off their seat or off their perch or where they're sitting, and they class you as a very fair person. Look, you give everybody a chance, you give everybody an opportunity based on the information or energy that they put out to you, and again, you will match that. So that's beautiful. They class you as a fair and just person. Your totem animal is with messages is Ladybug. Hey, she's coming up for me a lot. Okay, Ladybug is about wishes coming true, trustworthy, natural courses of action and manifestation and happiness. Right, so I did say just before about happiness. I did just say before about you might work with the law of attraction, or you might be really good at manifesting things and your wishes are coming through and that you've done a lot of hard work. This person obviously does see you, or these people do know that you are trustworthy, and they do know that you know that there's certain things that happen in life that are just out of your control or just a natural course of action. And that's why that's on here, because you know that regardless of how hard you've worked or everything you've been through, that you understand that What goes up must come down, basically. That you have to roll with the punches. It's a natural course of action. But you're happy. You either make them happy or you make them want to instill more happiness in their life. You give them this edge, this something to aspire to energetically. You know, they love the fact that you have this happiness, or they love the fact that you make them feel like they need more happiness, or acknowledge their happiness through gratitude. You know, somebody might complain because, oh, you know, I could only get pizza tonight instead of McDonald's, for example. And then this person who they're inquiring about is the type of person who says, but hey, at least you got takeout. You know, that's just a basic rundown. So, okay, my whimsical bitch oracle cards. Now, with my cards, as I've just said in the other pile, every time you use my cards, you could use this deck 5 times in a day and the same card would come out every time, and it will have a different meaning every single time. That's what I love about the deck that I've made, that the meaning is different. Every single time you use this deck, the same card will have a different meaning depending on the other information surrounding it. Return to sender. Oh yeah. Return to sender. What you put out, you will get back. What you want from others is what you need to give. Return to sender. If somebody's giving you the cold shoulder, or somebody's mistreating you or not doing the right by you, you will just return that energy. And it doesn't mean that you will stoop to their energy and be a low vibrating being. It just means that you will return that to sender. Okay, you don't want to return my calls, you're trying to make me chase you, or you know, you're not being responsible of money because you think you can just rely on mine, or what have you. Return to sender. You don't sit back for too long and let people do that. You give everybody a chance. It's kind of like you give everybody a chance straight off the bat. Everybody starts off with 100% trust or chances with you, and then once it gets down to about 50, for example, 50% energy, then you reassess. Return to sender. Never negotiate your worth. Yes, you don't negotiate your worth. If somebody doesn't see the value in you, it doesn't mean that you mistreat them or put them down, or try to make them feel bad or guilty. You're very fair, your approach, but you don't negotiate your worth. If somebody doesn't recognize your worth or isn't acknowledging your worth as a person, you don't just sit back. It's return to sender. It's like, okay, bye-bye. Love it. Never negotiate your worth. And this is what whoever you're inquiring about, the people you're inquiring about, secretly love about you. The fact that you don't negotiate your worth. It doesn't mean it's about ego. It says, when I let go, I feel free. Wow, look at her tutu. So I was trying to make it focus. Okay, so what Spirit is saying is that this person likes your outlook. They love your outlook on life. Again, it's happiness, manifestation, trustworthy, wishes coming true. You know, they really, really love that you can just get past something and set it aside. Okay, it could be, okay, that was a shit situation. Whew, thank Christ that's over. Thank you, Spirit. I'm grateful for that opportunity to learn those lessons. Again, your very first card was gratitude. You know, they love the fact that you're free, because freedom is an attitude. When I let go, I feel free. They love the fact, whoever's inquiring about you, really appreciate that you have that fresh perspective, because there's other people in their world and other people in their lives, including themselves, that have to learn that. They haven't got to that phase in themselves, and some people may never. When I let go, I feel free. I love it, love it, love it. So this card here is what the person or people you're inquiring about, what they think you think about yourself. And it says, I look for good in everything. Oh, beautiful. It's got a sunflower, my favorite. I love sunflowers. Okay, so this sort of ties in with everything else I've been saying. They look at you and know that you're fair, that you have a really good mental and emotional sense of freedom, that you're happy, that you're a manifestator, you don't negotiate your worth, you return drama back to where original state it come from. You are a fair person, you know, growth, rebirth, you've been through the shit and you've come out the other side. I look for the good in everything. That's so nice. They think that you have some self-respect, basically. You always find the light in the dark. Okay, my cards. Can we have a couple? Please, Spirit. Oops. It says reach out eternal. So basically everything you put out, it's like a sonar radar. Everything that you put out is eternal. It bounces back. It's an energy. It goes back out into the universe, and it can never, ever, 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 ever be removed. It can be transmuted, it can be adapted, it can be altered, but you cannot remove the energy that you've put out there. It can never not be. Once it's out into the universe. Reach out eternal. And again, I think you are a really fantastic manifestator. And even if you don't do magic to manifest or anything like that, it might just mean that you're lucky. And that's what the ladybug card's about as well, luck. So what you put out will always resonate in the universe, always. Next one says, blessed is the broken bridge. Oh, this is such a lovely pile. You guys are humble as fuck. I love you guys. I love you, man. You know, blessed is the broken bridge. Okay, so this again comes from the gratitude. This comes again from being fair. You're aware that people in your life come from different aspects and different backgrounds, and a background doesn't mean your ethnicity or your religion or your faith, or it just means the way you live your life, the way you look at something is different to the one person next to you and the person next to them and the person next to them. Blessed is the broken bridge. You have obviously been through some shit in your life and you are grateful for those lessons. Hallelujah. I just want to say honestly, I am so fucking proud of you, because not everybody can get through the other side and not be in a ball rocking in the corner, even in a mental space, you know, like whatever you've been through has been absolutely fucking grilling. And I'm proud to say that you are blessed. Blessed is the broken bridge. Good for you. And it says, my consort is collared. This has come out recently as well. Basically, a consort is a commoner, a person from the everyday world, a civilian that is dating or married to somebody of royalty. So it says, my consort is collared. And again, this comes back to being fair, about being realistic, about manifesting your actions. What did Ladybug say? About natural course of action. You can't help who you're connected to. You can't help who you have a love for. You can't help that some of the people that you've loved and cherished and trusted in your life has fucked you over. But at the same time, it's never dulled your love. Your consort is collared. So you might feel like, you know, the person inquiring about you might feel like they're a bit, you know, low energy compared to you, or don't have as much to offer the world as what you do, or they can't match what you give them mentally, emotionally, even sexually, what have you. If it's a work situation or platonic to do with siblings or what have you, they still probably feel like they're less of an equal to you. And that's what this card for this particular reading is saying. My consort is collared. So yeah, and let me get a couple out of here. My grandmother moon info. Can I just have a couple? Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's 4. Okay, so straight away it says water. So you might be a water sign, or the person you're asking about might have water in their sign or an attribute of their sign. You're quite emotional. You're quite an emotional person, and you'll shed a lot of tears in your life. But that doesn't necessarily mean they're negative tears. Again, gratitude's popping out here. You're watery, and there's nothing wrong with having emotion. Ritual. Okay, so if you're not a witch, or you don't come from a long line of those types of things, you might be very ritualistic in your outlook, and people might see that. Like, how do you remain faithful to your outlook when you've been knocked down, when you've been hurt, when you've been heartbroken? They really admire that about you. They look at you, and it's almost like a ritualized effect, a ritual effect where you keep drumming out the same energy time and time again, no matter what you've been through. And it's almost like a ritual to them. They just can't believe that you haven't been tarnished by what goes on. Okay, cook. Okay, so that basically that means that for this particular pile, for this actual pick a pile, the blueberry card, basically what Spirit's saying is that either you do work with food, that's a given, or you like to cook up things. You like to make something out of nothing. You can make a really positive scenario or mindset out of nothing. You can cook it all together. It's basically creation, gratitude, manifestation. And sage. Maybe you are a sage, maybe you know a sage, maybe you eat sage, maybe you fucking need to be saged. Either way, sage. You might be a student, you might be a sage of some sort. So basically what this card is saying is that whatever it is that's going on in your life, you're learning, your growth, your purity, you're coming place of purification. And again, a sage could be a student, you could be learning. You still know that you've got a ways to go on your path, but you're grateful for what you've been through. Holy shit, guys. That's just beautiful. Okay, last pile. I'm actually running out of time on the clock for the memory on my phone. Okay. The turquoise. I love this color. Again, it says my kryptonite. Right. Whew. So this card here, I will read after I've done all the pre-shuffled cards. straight off the bat, let's go. It says, patience. Trust the higher forces of life to know what is best for you, and remember that when you are asked to wait, you are being prepared for something even better than you expected. So change your attitude to one of acceptance. Relax and take stock. Ask your angels to enfold you with this during this waiting period so that you can listen to the promptings of the divine. Do not rush off on some wild goose chase or your lower will. Of your lower will. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. When the time is right and you are ready and refreshed, the next door will open. Patience is always rewarded. The affirmation says all things happen at the perfect time. Okay, so whoever you're inquiring about and what you wanting to know how they perceive you or what they think of you or their impression of you is one of patience. You know that sometimes things have to lay dormant, or sometimes you know that a result isn't instant, and they really admire the fact that you have that level of patience. Again, it could be a sexual relationship you're talking about. It could be a romantic one. It could be, a family scenario. It could be workmates. It could be colleagues. Again, it could be just fucking whatever, friendships. So, but either way, whoever you're inquiring about looks at you. They know you're really patient, and they know that you've got the ability to sit back and let things be patient. That you don't try and rush something. It says, do not rush off on some wild goose chase of your lower will. You know that you're better off sitting off and waiting for something to come through than to try and go with the easiest, quickest option. Next card, the snake. Okay. First of all, if you're a woman, you could have brown hair, or you could look like this, olive skin, or what have you, big gypsy earrings and stuff. Or the person you're inquiring about could be this, or it could be neither of that, and it's just the woman on the card. But what this card is saying is that if there's lies and deception and deceit, again, you are patient. You don't just jump in and throw punches, whether they're verbal or physical. You'll sit back and let things roll out. You're aware if people are talking about you. You're aware if you're being backstabbed, lied to, or there's deceit involved, but you're patient with the outcome. You will happily sit back and watch shit roll out for itself. Now, maybe you believe in karma. Maybe you're a witch. Maybe you've done a bit of magic to bring it to the light that these people have tried to fuck you over, or they did. Either way, whoever you're inquiring about looks at you and thinks, yeah, you mightn't say much. Like, you're listening here. You're in the listening phase. You're listening to this snake, and they're aware that you're not silly. That you're not silly if people are causing shit around you. It says the grave. Okay, so basically there's been a death of some sorts, and it could be a real life one. Rest in peace if so. If not, it could just be the death of a relationship, the death of an era, the death of a home lease, living in a certain house. You might be moving somewhere. The death of something big. This is a huge, major shift, and it could come down to the fact that people have interfered in your life somehow. And then again, you're coming from a place of patience. So all the hard work that you've done, this is the Spirit is saying specifically, you are in the waiting phase now. There's death. There's a time of stillness. Again, please be patient. And whoever you're inquiring about, or the people you're inquiring about, are really aware that you're sitting on your hunches. You're aware that you need to wait for the next phase in your life, and they admire your strength when it comes to patience. Not everybody is patient. It says here, fork in the road. Wow, I love this little card. Okay, so basically this speaks for itself. There's light at the end of the tunnel either way. There's an hour there for messages, monkey, So what Spirit is saying is that, again, there's patience. Again, there's grave. So what Spirit is saying is that you're at a standstill in your life where you're not sure which direction to take, or which direction to take, but you've got to be patient about the results for that. Something else needs to come up or crop up or manifest, and it could be, you might need to wait till school's over, and it could, to the summer or whatever your life exhibits to do with this card. But there is a fork in the road, and the people that look at you can see that you're still well equipped. Even though you're in a standstill, you're well equipped. You've set up home. You've set up that mental and emotional space in yourself. You're prepared for that level of patience. You need to be patient, and you're just sitting back. And again, they really admire that. Look, you're enjoying it. It's like, and this could have to do with the isolation for 2020. This could be surrounding whatever you're inquiring about, or the person in particular, or the people. But yeah, and if you haven't, this is a message. Set yourself up. Just sit back and enjoy the ride, because you have to wait. You need to wait. You will be blessed with whatever it is. But I think you're already on that journey. And the people that look at you can really see, wow, she's settled in. She's aware, or he's aware that there's a fork in the road. Okay, your totem animal, your spirit animal for this particular pile at this time is swan. And it's about realms, spirit realms, all realms, elegance, balance, music, and angels. Okay, so maybe you dance, maybe you sing, maybe you're an elegant dancer, maybe that you dance around the house when you're feeling out of whack because of this fork of the road, because of your patience. Maybe you have some pent-up energy and you like to dance and it just burns off a bit of that energy. Maybe you work with music. Maybe your outlook on life is lyrical to these people, to this person. Maybe they hear what you have to say like it's some sort of fantastic song. It's musical to them. It's uplifting. It's upbeat. There's definitely angels. You're definitely guided by angels, and they can see this as well. They can see that you're protected. Maybe you work with angels. You know, maybe that's part of your path. But the swan is about elegance. It really is. And swans mate for life, if that means anything to whoever's asked about this pile. But realms. So there might be different things going on. Again, there's a fork in the road. Again, there's grave. That is one of the realms. And patience. Wow, cool. Okay, my cards, as I've said in the last two piles, if you pick from my deck, if you shuffled this deck for 5 different readings in a day and you use my deck and 5 cards come out in that reading and it's the same 5 card every single time that card will have a different meaning. That's what I love about my deck that I've made, because every single time you pull the same card, it has a different meaning. Okay, right. So it says commando round town. Okay, there's a dual meaning for this for right now. Commando around town could mean that you're aware that you're in a waiting phase, but you're not going to sit back and do anything. So you're still going to live your life. You're still going to go to work. You're still going to go to study. You're still going to fucking live your life and do the things that you need to do, because even though there's a grave card here, it doesn't mean that you have to act like everything's dead around you. Like the grass still grows, trees, still grow. Plants still need to be watered. So you might still just go, fuck this, I'm in autopilot mode, or I'm in soldier mode, and I'm just cruising around doing what I need to do while I'm in the patient phase. But it also could mean commando around town is in somebody classes you as quite sassy. Commando also means wearing no undies under your outfit. So that could also mean something to you if this is to do with the sexual nature. Next card. Omen. Hey, holy fuck. Spirit is saying this is your omen. This is an omen, or you might be an omen to this person. This might be a message to you to say that you really need to say thank you to this person for being in your life, for these people, because they look at you as being quite in link with spirit. They think that the things that you've been through is an omen. They know what you've gone through has been hard, and they can sit back and see that you've relied on faith for this. Again, the swan, it's about realms. It's about music. This is an omen. Balance. You've got support, and the people that you're inquiring about, or the person that you're asking after, is aware that you are highly protected. This is an omen. This card here. My journey is my destination and I go with love. Oh, how beautiful is this card, right? These are huge. Like, that's my hand. How beautiful is this card? And it says love on a houseboat. Okay, so basically my journey is my destination and I go with love. Commando round town. You don't stop what you're doing because you have to go and be patient about an element of your life or what's going on around you. Or you might be a patient person. Maybe somebody's pissing you off, but you still come at them from a space of love. They're aware of this. There's 2 people on this card. People are co-inhabiting quite nicely. This could be about isolation for you, whoever's inquiring. But Spirit is saying that you get looked at like somebody that looks at the world with love, that you are patient, you have the patience of a fucking saint. Honestly, 8 angels are on here. So this is how this person or people think you think of yourself. And it says, things will get better. Okay, so basically they think that you're commando around town. They think that you are aware that even though you're in an infancy with something you need to be patient over, or it could just be somebody's testing your patience, you know that things will get better. The clouds, look, the clouds are going to move. Things will get better. Things will improve, and you're aware of this, and that's why you're exuding patience. Love it, love it, love it. Please, Spirit, can I have couple? Thank you. One more. Oops. Okay. First card says serenity and misery are sisters. Yeah, yin and yang aspect, guys. Yin and yang. Serenity and misery are sisters. Straight off the bat. What is your yin and what is your yang? What is going on in your life that makes other people look at you and go, how the fuck is this bitch so balanced? You know, serenity and misery are sisters. You can't help what people have put you through. You can't change how people are. You just need to be patient and get through your journey yourself. Focus, pocus, remain focused. Now, whether you do magic or you do manifestations or you really have a law of attraction effect in your life, focus, pocus. You need to focus on what you're doing because the result will be magical. Hang in there and keep being patient. Remain focused on being patient. Jealousy is a disease. Yeah, maybe somebody in your life has been jealous towards you. Jealousy is a disease, and what you need to say is, get well soon, bitches. Jealousy is a disease. So basically, don't worry about other people, what's going on around you. It's a disease. It's not an ego, it's a disease. Strictly business. Okay, so maybe you, this card has multiple meanings. So maybe you need to, again, I said before, maybe you've got just started a new business or something and you just need to be patient for the growth of that. Maybe you've started a YouTube channel, maybe whatever your situation is, but it's strictly business and you need to remain focused because the results will come. It says cry, then die. Yeah, if you're at that point where you're pissed off with something, have a little cry. Dye your hair. You'll be fabulous. Cry, then die. Cry it out. Get your emotions off your chest. Remember that you just need to be patient with what's going on. Whoever's looking at you really knows that you've got the patience of a saint. You really do. I keep hearing that, patience of a saint. So cry, then die. Dye your hair. Do something different. Okay, I've got my grandmother Moon messages here. Thanks, guys. Let's see for your final outtake. What goes on? Overall messages are make. Yeah, you are the creator of your own life. Whatever it is that you've put your time and your energy into, it's all about patience. Whoever's watching you or whoever you're inquiring about can really see that you're going to make a difference. What you're doing, you're in the making phase. Like I said, there was the grave card there. So maybe you had to put something to rest in order for new growth to come through. Whatever you're doing, you're going to make a difference. You're going to make the money. You're going to make the team. You're going to make friends. You're going to make the relationship work, whatever it is. But you need to be patient, and people can really look at you and go, fuck, how does she do this? Claim, stake your claim. Exactly. So what are you claiming here? Are you claiming that you are a patient person? Are you claiming that you're about to lose your fucking patience? Whatever it is, stake your claim. Put your stake in the ground and I claim my emotions, or I claim the right to say, no, I'm not going to do what everybody else around me is telling me to do. I'm going to be patient. Plants. I did say plants earlier about watering plants. Plants need to be watered. Maybe you need to water your plants. Hello. Okay, so what Spirit is saying is that whoever looks at you, they can see that you have growth. You tend to your own garden. Whoever you're inquiring about their outlook on you as a person in the world, they love how you are. You could be wholesome, you could be green, you could be growing, there's growth, there's patience. Again, when you plant something, it has to be watered and nurtured for it to grow. You need to be patient with that. So whoever you're asking about absolutely adores you. So